we can talk a lot of different ways, and the coaching and the direct. I'll be direct. You're just wrong. These are the fact finders that we're going to be doing. Okay, now, and we can say, well, I don't like that. Well, I mean, it's going to happen, so why don't you like it? I mean, I could coach you all day. I could, but these are the fact finders that we're going to be using. This should be every single application and every single appointment that they go on to. What I do in Columbus North and a lot of DSMs is they're going to come inspect you once a quarter. They are. And what I've been doing is I've been inspecting my district once a month. I do a DSM inspection. I have every single agent lay out every single file that they've been on. Every single application that we wrote in Columbus last month, I pulled it all up and I said, hey, I want to see the fact finders on every single one of these. Because a lot of people say, well, spot check. I want to see 3 files. Bring me 3 files. What 3 files are they going to bring you? They're going to bring you the ones that everything was just perfect. You're absolutely right. So, they say, well, a spot check. Well, no, you know what? Let's just check them all. Ownership, right? We're just going to check everything. It only took me a half a day, but guess what? They come back in to do my inspection, I'm going to be 100%. Because I've heard 90%, I've heard 95%, and I haven't been there but 7 weeks. But, I don't want to be 97. I don't want to be 90. I want to be 100%. Because I own this. We don't even say, and maybe I should, we don't even say Quantum Leap in Columbus North anymore because it's our processes. This is the way we do things. We own that. And every time any of my management team says that, they owe me $10, and vice versa, I give it back to them. And we do that because we've been doing this since February. This is our ownership. I own this. And my sales managers own it. That's why you're going to see Columbus North in the future. And I could talk all day, but until you see the results, you're going to see results, I promise you. Now, next thing, financial security, what's important to you. That was the paper that I just had. Can I see that again? Okay. When should we use this?
When someone refuses to do a fact finder.
Could. That's a really good point. She says when somebody refuses to do a fact finder. Actually, we understand that. We know that when you go into a house, sometimes you're going to have individuals that are going to say, you know what, I'm not going to give you all that information. This is the first time you met me. Well, it's really not a fact finder then, is it? but besides that, when you have somebody that says, you know what, I'm not going to give you this information. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not comfortable. That's okay. But what we have here is we have a form that we want you to sign because what we do, and it's ethical to all of our clients, is we like to uncover needs. We got to make sure that we're giving them the right solutions to the issues that they have. So here's a form that says you really don't want to do that. I just want you to sign it. We do have a form. So if they come to your office and they say, where's your fact finder? Well, I didn't have a fact finder, I had a form. Or maybe you went back out and you wrote a 20-pay on a grandbaby, but you'd done a financial focus or something 3 or 4 weeks before, and you go back out and you close a 20-pay on a grandbaby. Just have them sign it. It's not that big of an issue, right? So, and she said when they don't want to do a fact finder, there is no set time, if I'm correct on this, to use it, right? You can use this whenever you want. I would use it. You could use this if you're an event. If you're just prospecting, you could use this to roll this into an appointment. But again, I just want to stress this is not a fact finder. Okay? Second. Yeah, or single need, yeah. But not a fact finder. Okay, all right. Yes?
Could that one page thing which had a few questions, could that be used like in a PARS call?
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily a sales concept type call, and just trying to make some determination of what they come to.
Yes.
Direction that you want to sell as far as the fact finder?
Yes. So, yes, sir. Actually, it's a good question. Can I use it during a PARS? If you don't really know what you're doing, you don't really know what you're going into, could you use this? You absolutely can. This is something I would probably encourage you to use because this helps you ask the questions that are hard to ask sometimes. What's the most important financial goal at this time and why? What am I doing? I'm engaging the client. It may be a PARS. It may be a brand new agent going out. You never met with them before and you probably don't know a lot about them. You know their age, you know where they live, but you don't know anything else. This would be perfect to go on with a PARS. Question? Good question. She asked, can this be used in place of a PPR? We don't say PPR anymore. It's actually a financial snapshot. But yes, it could. Again, this can be used in place of a financial snapshot if you would like. But I would recommend a financial snapshot over this. But yes, there's not a call where, hey, this absolutely has to be done then. Okay? Next. Yes. What June pointed out was when you're doing a client profile or the electronic version of our fact finder, you guys probably all done it and do it all the time. Could this be done with that? Yes, because you're asking a lot of the same questions you'd be asking with a client profiler. Okay? Go ahead. Values presentation. Okay. Is this me or is this you, Keith? Okay, next thing up, values presentation. What we're going to go over, what do you guys think of the values presentation that we have now? Outdated? Somebody said too long. Too long? What else? Not really client focused. Touches on things that they probably wouldn't be interested in. These are all good, and we hear that. We went out to the field, like I said, we went out to the field. 60% actually put Quantum Leap together, and they said, what can we do different? And we asked these same questions that I'm asking you right now. So we actually got a better version. Okay, a streamlined rapport building tool aligns the sales concepts with our new pillars. Now, somebody said it's one thing for every, one thing, the old values presentation is one thing and basically a wide variety of individuals, right? Well, now it's actually focused on a sales concept. We talk about you heard Keith talk about the 3 pillars. So you don't have to go in through a 25, 30-minute presentation about from start to finish. It actually focuses on who you're dealing with, okay? Promotes the value of the company and the sales rep. Guys, this is important. If you're not doing a values presentation, you're missing the boat somewhere, because these are also questions while you're doing it. And what do you do? If you sit down in front of somebody, if I just sit down right now, and a lot of you guys don't know me, and I just start talking to you, are you going to open up to me right away? Absolutely not. But if I sit down and I'm taking you through this and I'm asking you questions and you're giving me feedback, are we kind of breaking down that barrier? And this is what it's designed to do. It also demonstrates the importance of the client's selected sales concept. Again, found on DVD, including the sales kit, but it's now going to be on Agency Online. Okay, next. Okay, I think we're taking a break.
Wait 1 second there.
Maybe not. I was trying, guys. I tried.
Stay up here. Okay, we have just a few moments before we have to take our break. So what we would like to do is just a couple clarifications. Appointment goal for the week is what? 12. And of those 12, there's 2 types of appointments that you could book that are considered sales appointments. Those are? And under fact-finding appointments would be a PARS appointment, because that's designed to fact-find. And under the fact-finding appointment is also what's called a policy delivery for you to do additional fact-finding. So don't get hung up on this. Well, I thought they said earlier that policy delivery counts. It does count. It's part of a fact-finding appointment. 2 types of appointments. We have beat into you initial fact-find close. Initial, old world, okay, is a prospecting activity that we use the new PPR, which is called Financial Snapshot. You should have a copy of that in the next kit you're going to see. And that's a prospecting activity. Any questions on that? Okay. We have him. How long we have you?
Today.
Today, because Gene and Dan said you have to be at a call session tonight, right?
Correct.
All right. Just testing. We have Jared for just a few minutes. He has experienced installation and coaching and being a district manager under this world. Is there any questions you'd like to have? Just anything you want to ask Jared while we have him for a few more minutes? We have one. Here we go.
I was just curious as far as prospecting goes, for the people that have had tough times prospecting and they feel like they don't have any confidence in it, how much has the TPS really helped? I mean, has it really turned people turned people around 100%? Or, have you felt that it's a gradual thing, kind of trial and error, or what do you think about that?
I think initially what you do is you're going to roll out, and I'm going to touch on the targeting prospecting system, but as a sales manager of the DSM, you're going to be like